Hello, YouTube. Welcome to the live broadcast. I'm doing this live broadcast just for you, YouTube. I'm going to be doing a lot more live broadcasts just for you, YouTube. Hey, thank you so much for supporting all of my videos. In this video, I'm going to talk about single limb movements. That's when, we have exercise normally do both limbs, both arms, both legs, both lats at the same time, right? These are single limb movements. I'm going to talk about the downside of single limb movements, the downside of single limb movements, and then their benefits too, and how you can hedge your bet with a combination. All right, that's what I'm going to talk about during this live video broadcast. Make sure that you say hello if you're joining me live. I'm going to do a lot more of these live videos. Interact. If you have any questions, if you have any comments, make sure that we interact while we're doing this here. So glad you're here. Thank you so much for being here. Again, it doesn't matter if you're live on a replay version. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for supporting my YouTube channel. I'm going to be doing a lot more of these live videos, just short ones. They're going to be primarily focused on training, but you know me, I'm intense. I'm all about MANformation, becoming your best both inside and outside of the gym. I appreciate all the guys who've been saying, man, I love the personal development. Keep on doing what you're doing. I love the messages. I'm going to continue to do that, and at the same time, I am going to have a way for you if you're more committed, maybe you're more interested than maybe those other guys who are just into the training and eating. I get that too, and they're coming here for those tips, maybe a distraction to get entertained with some of the videos. But you want to take your own personal development, your life, all of your goals to a higher level. You're in that group, you're more like me, more intense about that too, right? I'm going to tell you a way that I'm going to take some of those next level MANformation lessons, off of YouTube, right, and give you a special link, all right, so that we can keep here focused for the guys who want to develop the muscle, maybe throw in a few tips, and those guys who are really committed, because there's really only just one or two of us in every 10 who are committed, all right, who are really serious, maybe more intense because they want all those other things in life. And so I'm going to kind of separate, I'm going to grab you, I want to identify you, put me in my special group, I'm going to tell you about that, and I'm going to have this special series that I call Cracking the Code. And you may have heard me talk about cracking the code and using that phrase a lot. And that's, when we all want to go to the next level in life, there's always a pattern to figure out. And it's frustrating. Some are more complex than others. Sometimes we don't think we'll ever figure out. We got to crack the code and keep our attitude and look for the strategies. And so that's the special series I'm going to take off of this YouTube channel, bring you over to this special place that I have. We're going to have a special series of videos for you, Cracking the Code. And I'll do those like every few days, all right? So if that sounds like you, go ahead and you can send me an email at skip@LaCour. You can post your comments below, and then I'll get your email address, direct message you the link to the special Cracking the Code. I'm going to tell you what that's going to be about. I'm going to do another set here, though. right, so this video I want to talk about single limb movements. And again, single limb movements are, traditionally like you see lateral dumbbell raises, you do both arms at the same time, right? Leg extensions, both legs at the same time. Even, rows for your back, you do both lats at the same time, both hands moving, right? That's traditional, right? And single limb movements, like it explains, do them one at a time, right? Let me just tell you, if you witnessed a lot of my training over the years, very, very little single limb movements. Let me tell you the downside of single limb movements, all right? And then I'll tell you why I'm incorporating them more now, how I've evolved in my training and thinking, right? So the downside is that, let's just say like that, I did 6 to 8 rep range, did 8 reps, right? Well, you do 8 reps, you gotta focus, concentrate, and then you gotta do 8 more here. But the longer the set is, we're all human, we have a limited amount of willpower, focus, energy, and time, right? So the longer the set, I don't care how powerful you are, the longer the set, the more of a chance you have to lose focus, right? And we don't want to do that, right? Okay? So that's one of the downsides, especially if your rep ranges are higher. That second the second limb could be really shortchanged, all right? So that's going to be a downside, all right? Secondly, the second one is it runs out of gas, less focus, all right? So those are the type of things. And then you do that with quite a few exercises in that day's workout. It's going to be a longer workout, and it's going to really test your amount of focus. Ideally, to be effective and efficient, you want to do the exercise and do both limbs at the same time for those reasons, right? Well, here's the thing: is I'm humble enough to know that I am not the same execution effectiveness with every exercise. All right, I don't care what the body part is. Depending on the exercise, I have different levels of effectiveness and efficiency, no matter what I ideally think or what ideally that I'm shooting for. Right? There's also certain body parts, like the shoulders. It's a tiny muscle. You got to hit it just right. If you miss it, you can be training hard all you want, but if you keep on missing it, all right, all that hard work is going to be wasted. All right. Not totally, but you're not going to be as effective and efficient, right? One thing too is that, even though it may look the same, I know that one arm may be more coordinated than the other. So even though I might be doing them both at the same time and it may look in the mirror to me or feel the same, one arm might be a little bit slightly back, one maybe go forward and things like that. So I like to hedge my bet on the exercises that I humbly know I'm not as good at, or the muscle group is very small to hit, or it's maybe something you want to focus on. So I'll hedge my bet with single limb movement. So those are the pros and cons of single limb movements. Now, yeah, I know you guys are loving all these years, it took me to be a 6-time national champion stroke for about all these tips that I'm sharing. I got a lot of compliments about the biceps when I just talked about these next level distinctions. So I want to continue to give you those next level training tips. But if you know me, and if you're a lot like me, just having an awesome body isn't good enough for you. If you're like me, certainly not good enough for me. It's great, I appreciate it, but I want that next level in life, and that's what MANformation is all about, right? At the same time, I want to be short, I want to be sweet, I want to give you guys what you want during these broadcasts. And what I'm going to do is pull out those guys who are really committed to their personal development, this whole MANformation things. A lot of guys have asked me, how are you so committed? How are you so motivated? What keeps you going? You seem positive and you're always driving forward, and no matter what the obstacles, you keep on going. And I want to share with you a dream life that I created many years ago. It's like 8 pages in details, and I didn't just sit down, for an hour and write this out. I went through a process that I learned from the masters. I want to teach you this, all right? How to create your dream life, because I created it many years ago, and I made adjustments along the way, but it planted in the back of my head right? Now I don't have to consciously think about it. It's always pulling me forward. It's working on my subconscious brain because I took the time. I learned from the masters how to do this step-by-step dream life. And when you know where you're going and why, you take the time to think it out, all right? It's going to really help you become more motivated and keep you going, keep that consistency that I know you want. That could be with your body or all your other goals in life. So if you know you want to see what I call cracking the code, right? Because we're all trying to figure this stuff out, whatever it is. Life runs in a pattern. We got to crack the code. You hear me use that phrase all the time. So if you want to be part of this Crack the Code series, you want to know about motivation, drive, the big picture, how to create your dream life, then I want you to post in the comment sections below. I want to be a part of the Crack the Code. I'm in, Skip. I'm one of these special guys who want more. All right, or send me an email at skip@skipthecore.com. Be persistent, find a way. I mean, you can direct message me. You can find me on any social media platform, skip@skipthecore.com. I make myself available, and I will pull you offside with all the other guys who are more committed into personal development and give you this special Crack the Code video and talk that I give. It's really short, really effective, but I want to give you these next level secrets. All right, so if you're that type of guy, put Crack the Code, you want to crack the code, and I'll bring you over to this special site that I have for these special lessons. All right, guys, have a great day. Have an outstanding day. Have an awesome day. Think big and think bigger than getting bigger.